In life and in real estate, perspective is everything. Angelo Di Paola, the Coastal Connection with eXp Realty. And with perspective in mind, this week's market report, we're looking at this week here in 2022 versus this week in 2021. How many days of inventory do we have now versus then? We're going to jump right into it because that's what we do. So here we are, Baldwin County as a whole, 334 properties go to market this past week and 246 of those go pending, giving us 38 days of inventory. Orange Beach, 44 new listings versus 34 under contract, 36 days of inventory. And Gulf Shores, 50 new listings come to market. This is all land, lots, condos, houses. 35 go under contract, giving us 40 days of inventory. So one thing is we're tightening up a little from the previous week. That's to be expected. June is usually a really good month to sell here on the beach and in Baldwin County as a whole. We're out of that graduation, that school. People are getting into the property search mode. One thing to keep in mind, especially if you're a seller, as we get into July, that people start getting their kids back ready for school. So especially about the second week of July, we'll see a little bit more softening of the market. Plus, we'll be feeling interest rate hikes a little bit harder. And my guess is the news is not going to look quite as good. The good news for me is I don't watch the news, but I can tell you the little bit I catch in the morning while I'm getting ready, it doesn't sound all peaches and cream out there. But what's it look like to this week last year? So May 30th this year, June 1st last year, that's about as close as we're going to get. Baldwin County, we had 230 listings go active versus 334 listings went active this past week. And then we had pending or new properties that went under contract, 327 versus 246. So the numbers are essentially reversed from last year to this year, giving us 20 days of inventory. So we're almost double the amount of inventory at this point this year than we were last year. We're seeing more properties go to market versus less properties go under contract. Still, historically low numbers, low amount of inventory in the market, but we are steadily climbing. June 1st, Gulf Shores Orange Beach market, 75 properties go to market versus 93 that went under contract, giving us 23 days of inventory versus 36 and 40, roughly about double the amount of inventory this year versus last year. So we're definitely, one of my takeaways is, and we're going to kind of continue to do this, but the market is not going to fall off a cliff. It's not falling off a cliff, but it is cooling and it will continue to cool. If you're considering taking your property to market, it is essential that you have somebody that's professional that can advise you on where you should be situated in the market. And if you're serious about selling it, taking their advice to heart. If you are a buyer, look, interest rates are going up. We say this every week. If you're going to borrow money, it's probably a better time to buy now than down the road. If you're cash, you know what? Maybe you sit on the sideline. I've been giving that advice to a lot of people. Anyways, that's this week's weekly market report. If you need anything, if you like price opinions, if you're looking for something that you can't find or would just like a professional to help you find that property, hit us up, Angelo Di Paola at thecoastalconnection.com is the email, 251-279-0099. Just go to our website, thecoastalconnection.com. Catch you next week.